Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Unbeliever for Heretic on the Thou Smite-Meister difficulty playthrough GZDoom. We are doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is E1M5, Flight of the Necrofancy. Let's begin. Alright, as you can see, we have 96 enemies, 2 secrets, and we got one of the items. And of course, it's a Wings of Wrath pickup, because, well, guess what we're gonna do throughout most of the video from the title alone. Yeah, we're gonna fly, because there's lava on the floor, of course. And flipping that switch opens this area up. We're gonna place a time bomb right here to kill this guy. And we're gonna kill both of these fire gargoyles with the wand. Now when we grab the Wings of Wrath pickup right here, it also lowers this area, which will also have lots of friends we're going to corral and blow up with the time bombs. And while we're at it, we'll get rid of this fellow too. There we go. Alright, now let's grab everything here. Things will lower, and we're going to use the second Wings of Wrath pickup we got. And let's exterminate the rest of these guys. And you two with a time bomb. Yeah, sometimes you have to finish them off with your conventional weapons, but it's mostly time bombs. Mostly. Anyways, we're gonna grab the third Wings of Wrath pickup, which will start this new area. And this time, we're just gonna time bomb these guys. And, you know, not get cornered by some of these tricky gargoyles. Might have to go into the lava a little bit. If you're careful and use the fly up and down commands very, very carefully, you might be able to get away with that, but no promises on that regard. Anyways, over here, we're gonna get rid of these undead warriors, because they're guarding the switch. And I'm not gonna use the Wings of Wrath pickup for a little bit, because I do have one, but I don't want to use it till after I flip the switch and kill some of these guys. There's some more time bombs here, and some more undead warriors who will try to ambush you. There's also an Iron Lich too, who's probably one of the biggest threats of the level, surprisingly. There's also some Disciples of the Sparrow will wake up, but we'll just get them over here. There's also some fire gargoyles, because of course there are. Anyways, let's hide around here until these guys come in. We'll let some of them infight, of course. And we'll see if we have enough ammo to get rid of this guy. Hopefully we should. While we're at it, we'll just run past them, because there's more ammo where that came from, right here. Kinda not using the time bombs as much as I should, but that's fine. The ammo here is to help make up for that, I suppose. So some undead warriors got knocked down. I'll fight them in a little bit, but as for these guys, we'll just let them run around. But here's an enemy that's pretty scary. A ghostly undead warrior. It's just one, but still, you don't really have too many weapons aside from the wand and the big bolts from the crossbow to deal with them. Anyways, we got 2 Wings of Wrath pickups, and when we pick up that other one, this area opens up, and I'm gonna go right to it, because while there are a bunch of enemies out here now, there's also this secret with the Phoenix Rod. How generous to give me a Phoenix Rod in the first episode. Anyways, I'll grab all this stuff since this area opened up. Might have to use the fly up and down commands. In vanilla, you would have to use them regardless, because GZDoom allows you to look up and down and fly like that. So if you were using mouse look, then it would make flying so much easier. Speaking of flying, this guy likes to fly everywhere, huh? Fly to your grave, buddy. Alright, now let's use some time bombs. See if we can get some use out of them. But screw you. And you too. Alright. There's still a gargoyle here, but I'll just kill him with the crossbow. There we go. Alright, for the next area, we're gonna go into here and grab 2 Wings of Wrath pickups and a bunch of ammo. And we can use some of these time bombs too. Some of them. Alright, when the disciples start spawning, that's probably a good time to leg it because there's quite a number of them here. But you can also be a little tricky bastard and tie bomb them around this corner right here. This is my usual hiding spot for this map, at least. And you should have 2 Wings of Wrath pickups to help you deal with this section, but you don't have to use them all at once, of course. You can just wait for these guys to congregate and get some good time bomb usage out of it. Their whole congregation like this. Of course, you can also use the Phoenix Rod, but since these guys are disciples and they like to flicker all the time, no promises that you'll actually be able to hit them. But whatever. We're going to go for another secret, one that's more obvious. It's right here. It's right at the top of these areas. Both of these count towards the same secret, so if you tag one or the other, it doesn't really matter. All that matters now is getting rid of the rest of these enemies, which thankfully there aren't too many of at this point. So things should be a breeze as long as nothing goes horribly wrong. Just one more gargoyle, and that's it. So, Flight of the Necrofancy. This is a longer level, but only because it requires you to kind of play a little slower than usual. And that's because if you go in guns blazing, then you'll run out of ammo real quickly, and if you don't use your time bombs properly, which you should for this level, it'll make things a bit tougher, huh? Well, it's still manageable nonetheless. You just have to take a bit of extra time to position your enemies and the time bombs right. As long as you can like congregate them, what I like to do is use the weapons like the Oven 1 and maybe the crossbow to stun them in one place while I put a time bomb there, back up, and then let it blow up. But that might not work for everyone, but that's what I usually like to do. You want to try to stun lock at least one of those enemies so they can be in a good position for your time bombs. But anyways, aside from that, the only other problem is using the Wings of Wrath. As you can see, it's all about how you manage your flight. You should have more than enough Wings of Wrath to get you through the level, of course, but just make sure you're using them right. Anyways, we're done with this level. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into E1M5. That one will be very interesting, to say the least. But until then, toodaloo.